Hi, I'm Miss Chris. Today I'll be showing you how to make a Dreamcatcher. You're probably familiar with them. You've seen them probably kind of everywhere. There was a huge spike in interest in Dreamcatchers in the 1960s. At that time, there was a movement of indigenous peoples becoming more in touch with their heritage that had been taken from them, learning about their culture, and then creating art based on their culture, either through traditional crafts or also taking traditional crafts and making them more modern. And then at the same time, during the 60s, was also the anti-Vietnam War movement, which had a very huge trend of more spirituality. So these two trends together just led to like an explosion of interest in like making, buying, having Dreamcatchers. And so now they're available kind of across the country. However, Dreamcatchers were originally created by the Ojibwa tribe, which is located in the northern Midwest, so like Wisconsin, Michigan, further north into Canada area. And they were created to represent the Spider Woman, who protects infants and children. The web inside the middle represents her. It would catch the bad dreams and let the good dreams go through. And the original ones were made using willow and leather and sinew and feathers and wooden beads. So natural fibers, now they're normally, if you're seeing them, made with synthetic materials. But I'm going to show you how to make one. You're going to start by taking your yarn and tying it to your embroidery hoop, and you're going to leave a long tail because that's going to create the loop for you to attach it to your wall and hang it. And then you're going to wrap the yarn around the embroidery hoop, adjusting it every so often to tighten it up so it all lays next to each other, and you're going to continue that all the way around your embroidery hoop. This part takes a bit of time, so I recommend listening to one of the audiobooks that are available from the Ocean County Library for free. There's a list of teen and adult books written by Indigenous authors that will be linked below. I highly recommend Alatso, written by Darcy Little Badger. In it, Alatso must solve the mystery of her cousin's death with the help of her ability to raise ghosts of dead animals. It's a skill that's been passed down through generations of her Lipian Apache family. The story itself is super engaging. It pulls you right in. You love the characters right away, and it's so well told. Next, you're going to take your embroidery floss or whatever thinner material you're using, and you're going to tie it in place up at the top of your Dreamcatcher. And then you're going to pull across on a diagonal about 1/8 of the way around. So that's a quarter, that's going to be about 1/8. We're going to go around the outside and pull from the back to the front through that loop. And then turning, go about another quarter or another 1/8 around and through. And you're going to continue that pattern all the way around. You're going to go around so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of contact representing the 8 legs of the spider. And then you're going to go into this first place where you started and go through and around, and you're going to try and have it centered into that gap, and then move across to the next one and repeat that pattern all the way around until you get to the center. Once you get to the end and you have a small opening, you're just going to go through the same way you have been, and then make a knot with a small knot, and then I'm going to go through and knot it a second time and trim the end. Next, you're going to take 3 pieces of yarn, you're going to fold it in half, pass it through at the bottom, actually I'm going to, where it's folded, and then pull through. That way it stays in place. You're going to do that with the other 2 as well, a little ways apart. So I'm going to hit, to make sure they're equally distant, middle bottom, and then the 2 from the outside as where my placements are. And then you're going to decide the length and trim. I'm going to make these 2 a little bit shorter. You're going to take 1 strand and slide 3 beads onto it. And then you're going to take 2 feathers and then just tie them on and then slide the beads back down. And repeat with all 6 strands.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.